everybody, welcome back to HHS and this year's edition of the Commando Briefing.
I'm Daphne Starkey and I'm excited to be back.
And I'm Leah Voltapetti.
It's crazy being back this year. There's a lot of different and new things that are going on.
There is a lot of new things, including we have a new SRO.
We sent down a few people to get some information. Here's what they said.
Alright, I'm Deputy Donnie Johns.
What did you do before you were an SRO?
I was a patrol deputy, so I worked on the road. Mostly midnight shift.
Was it different that job versus now?
100% different. It's like almost like starting a brand new job. So out there, I'm in my car handling calls, people call in, stopping cars and all that sort of stuff. So,
what's like something that you like about being an SRO?
So far, I enjoy being around kids. I've got 2 kids myself, so it's nice to be around all you guys. It's nice to not be around trouble and grossness out on the road.
We did not think this was going to happen this year, but we have a football season.
And the season is going strong. We talked to Coach Beasley about the team.
This is Coach Beasley, the high school football coach. So, how has the season gone, in your opinion, so far in these 2 games?
Well, obviously we won and won, so we won one and lost one. But I think the first game, having limited practices like we've had to do, and not having quite as much time to prepare to go down there and play against the number 1 ranked team in the mid-state. I thought we competed well. The score was probably a little more lopsided than it should have been. We just missed a few plays here and there that could have at least given us a chance in the 4th quarter. But I think our team fought hard, played hard, so I was proud of them, and we bounced back last week and got our first win at home. So appreciate all the students that showed up for the game. We love seeing you guys out there, so hopefully we'll be back this week.
Tell us about some of your key and star players.
Oh man, we got a bunch of key and star players on this team. I think everybody watches and saw Brent Rowe, what he did in that touchdown run he had against Oakland, and then what he was able to do, especially start the game the other night, was pretty awesome. He's been doing a great job. We got Luke Manning and Ryan Oden both playing some at quarterback, so they've been doing a good job competing. Some of the linemen, Donnell Brown's just been doing excellent. John Ruggs and Bryce Carroll, Caleb Brett Bates, Aaron Heath, all these guys have been going up, showing up every day and competing. So we've been proud of all of our players. It's hard for me to single out without mentioning, 20, 25, 30 players that all are key to us. So I know Torrin Baker's been doing a good job, Josh Ferguson, Ellis. So we've got, more of a team mentality than an individual mentality out here. So we always tell them it doesn't really matter who's getting the credit or who's getting the ball or who's making this play or that play. We're a team, and we're gonna be together and win as a team and continue to win as a team.
So you have a big game against Station Camp this week. What is the mentality going into it?
Well, the mentality is this is our first region game of this season, so that's important that you perform well in your region games. And not only is it our first region game, but it's an in-county game. That's a rivalry just naturally because they're in county. So the mentality is just to stay focused and stay in this moment and enjoy this week and prepare and get ready for Friday night, because we'll be back at home, which gives us an advantage as well. So we're looking forward to it and hope we have a big crowd, and then the students that got their passes all show up and are loud for us.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As you know, we started the school off with the hybrid schedule.
Yes, everybody had to come back wearing masks. So we wanted to know how teachers and students had felt about coming to school wearing masks.
And right in the middle of it, they brought us all back. I don't know if I was ready for it, but were you?
I wasn't.
Is it hard having to wear a mask while you teach?
As a teacher, it's not hard for me to do it for safety of myself and other students, but I think it's sometimes hard because some of the students struggle hearing what I say, and not having the ability to read my lips sometimes might impact their learning.
It's really weird when you're talking to people with a mask on because it muffles the voice. At the beginning of Honors Agri-Science, we have a lot of students to give presentations and to do speaking. And so that's been a little bit challenging because it's hard to hear, especially in my loud room, through a mask. But fortunately, I have one of the largest rooms in school, so we're able to social distance in most of my classes. And when we're doing group work, then we make sure that everyone has their mask on. But if I'm standing in front of the class, everyone's way more than 6 feet away from me. So I can pull my mask off so students can hear me.
Yes, I think the masks are a good idea. As a matter of fact, I have someone at my house right now who is immunocompromised, and it's really good to know that when I'm wearing the mask and people around me are wearing them, that I won't have, I'll have a less of a chance of taking something home to her. So it's important for me to, help protect her.
The mask does not interfere with my teaching, and I even told Mr. Cotter this is the most comfortable mask I've had to wear since March. I love it. No problems.
So do you want to continue to wear the mask throughout the school year if we continue to go all school year?
If it is necessary.
How do you feel about wearing masks? I think that it's a good safety precaution, but it doesn't really help me during school because sometimes it gets really hot and I'm not allowed to take it off. And it kind of distracts me sometimes, but other than that, I think it's a good way to keep everyone safe and social distance.
Not really. I'm just kind of used to it at this point. I just kind of accepted that it's something that you have to do, so it doesn't really bother me. It's not like I have to wear it every day because I'm only here 2 days a week, so it's not that big a deal.
My opinion on masks are they're okay because they're here to protect us so we can be at school, but they can be very annoying and get in the way sometimes. But overall, I don't mind them that much. They're okay. I mean, you can make a new fashion statement out of them.
I think it's stupid.
Personally, no. It does hide my $1 million smile, but no, I'm fine with it.
Do you have any thoughts about wearing a mask, if you should or shouldn't?
I mean, it's helpful. It definitely serves a purpose, but I feel like we should wear them, and then when we get back to normal, we won't have to anymore. So, yes.
All right, thank you.
They're not the most comfortable, but it's better to have them on than not.
Okay, so masks are a vital part of our health right now. It can be uncomfortable, but they are necessary. I think right now the mask mandate should continue just because there are still so many people in crowded areas. Now, until we get to the point where the virus is almost null and non-existent, then we can worry about that, but wearing a mask is such a small price to pay to actually keep your health and also to protect your family. So I'm for a mask.
I don't really mind it because it's keeping us safe and it's really not that big of a deal. I mean, it's just a little piece of cloth, so I'm alright with it.
How do you think the mask policy is being handled at school?
I think it's good. I think that some people take it more seriously. Maybe they have family members that they are concerned about or an underlying health condition, and I do wish everybody would respect other people's feelings about it and wear the mask appropriately.
Are you upset about going back to school full time?
No, I'm really excited. I'm worried about social distancing and that we maybe don't have enough room in the classrooms, but I think if everybody can wear their mask and we wash our hands and keep everything clean, I think together we can do this.
What are your thoughts on going back to school full time? I really miss hybrid. I miss sleeping in, but I'm really glad I can see all my friends.
I like it. It's easier to learn stuff. You're more engaged in class and everything. And online learning is a bit hard to me, so I think it's fun.
I'll be glad to see all my friends. But it's a different learning experience.
How are masks affecting your learning?
Very distracting for some people.
I wish we'd stayed on hybrid for a little bit longer just to make sure everything was good before we came back, but I don't know, it'll be easier, we'll be able to get through the work quicker and stuff like that, but the hybrid was just a lot easier, and I feel like if things get bad again, we should just go back to doing that.
So that concludes this week's edition of the Commando Briefing.
See you next week.
Stay safe.
Go Commandos!